guys, what is up? It's Kimberly here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I know I sound horrible right now probably, but I'm here today with another video and it's going to be my second Makeup 101 video. If you guys don't know, my first Makeup 101 video was how to put on eyeliner, and today's video is going to be an everyday look for beginners. So without further ado, let's just get started with the video. So I wanted to talk to you guys first before we begin about makeup for beginners, because it's, how do I say this, it's hard for people who are starting to do makeup to immediately get into color. Like, I get you guys, I was the same way when I started. So I want to teach you guys basics. No matter what, almost every palette is always going to have neutral colors. I use this palette because this palette has all the colors, but to show you, they're always going to have these three types of browns, always. They're always going to have those browns, and they're always going to have a gold or a champagne shimmer. And I'm going to teach you guys how to use those colors, because those colors are the most basic colors, and you're going to see them in every palette, so it's the easiest to practice with no matter what palette you have. Unless your first palette is a Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, then we have a problem there. But other than that, if you have any other palette, they're always going to have neutral shades, and they're mostly those colors. So I'm going to teach you guys how to use those colors, so let's get started on that. And I'm not doing a voiceover this time. This time I'm going to be talking to you guys one-on-one, so we can go step by step without me having to rush quickly, because this is for beginners and for anyone who just wants to do a neutral everyday look using neutral colors. So let's go. So the first thing I'm going to do is prime my eyes. If you have an eye primer, that's perfectly fine. You can use that. I personally don't have an eye primer, and I feel like concealer also works great. So I'm going to be using my Maybelline concealer and my beauty blender, and I'm just going to take a little bit out. I take out the sponge so the concealer can come out. I find it easier that way. If you like the sponge, use it. If you don't like the sponge, you can always take it out, because that's what I did. And I'm going to grab my mini mirror so I can see myself, and I'm going to just put it around my eye to prime it. I could use a brush, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And today I just decided not to, because that's who I am. I don't make good decisions sometimes. And this is one of the times where I should have made a better one and used the brush, but it's okay. See, it still worked. Let's compare the eyes. See the difference? It's only one shade, it's smoother. That's why you use a primer or a concealer. And by the way, I'm sorry if I sound very stuffy. I'm sick, I have a cold, and I'm just recovering. Still coughing, so I'm gonna try not to cough on the mic and everything, because I don't want headphone users to just hear, you know, I don't want you guys to hear all that. So I'm gonna try my best. And no, I'm not gonna be doing my eyebrows, because this is more of a beginner's look, and I don't want to go full glam on this. I just want to teach you guys the basics of the neutral eye. Okay? So now that it's set, I want to show you guys how it looks. This is how it looks with primer. It's smoother. It's one shade. It's not a lot, because I know we have different colorations. For an example, I have a pale tone, but I also have a reddish, bluish undertone. As you can see, I have red spots, and it's normal. But to cover that up on the eyelids, so the colors look better, you add the concealer, and also the blending is better. It's not too chalky because you have a primer on it, and that's why we use it, in case you didn't know. So we're gonna go in, and the first color that we're gonna start with is the lightest brown. You always wanna go in with the lightest color first, and then blend in the dark, if you didn't know. So we're gonna start with this shade right here. Remember, everyone has a different palette. We're gonna be starting with the lightest orangish brown shade that you have in your palette. If you have a light brown shade, the lightest one, that's the one that we're gonna start with. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my brush right here, this brush. I'm gonna grab this one because it's an angled brush, and we're gonna start right here on this side. grab my mini mirror again. And then we're just gonna pack it and then smoothly blend it. And a little goes a long way as well, so don't pack your brush with a lot of product because it can go out of hand very quickly. So I'm gonna do the other lid and I'll be right back with you guys. So now that we have the light orangey shade, we're gonna go in and take this brown shade. We all have a brown shade, this brown shade right here. I'm gonna take a little bit of it. We're gonna dust a little bit of that product off. And we're just gonna place it on the top here and blend it again. And we're still gonna be using that angle brush because we're still working on this angle, like this way. And as you can see, it's that way. If you don't have a brush like that, it's perfectly fine. But this is the brush that I'm using, and then I'm gonna switch to a blending brush. What it does is it creates like a darker effect on this brown, rather than just leaving it as a super bright orange. And if you wanna add more product like I am, you can. If you don't, it's fine. Now we're gonna switch brushes because this part is where we finally add in the darkest shade to give it some contrast. So we're gonna grab, let's see, I'm trying to find the perfect brush for this. That's not the perfect brush for this. I'm gonna grab this type of brush, like a pointy brush, kind of has a point at the end. And let's see if I can find my blending brush so I can show you guys my blending brush. Here we go. And my blending brush. They're clean. They've been used, so they have a little bit of color, but they are clean. So I'm going to use this brush, and then I'm going to use this brush, and I'm going to show you how. So we're going to grab, so I'm going to try to have everything in my hands right now. We're going to grab this shade right here, this violety brown shade right there. Yep, I'm touching it. Okay. And I'm just going to grab it with the pointer brush. If you guys have this type of brush, it's fine. If you don't, also fine. And we're going to add it to the corner, like the inner corner right here, like that. And then we're gonna do the same on the other side. I'm gonna do these first, inner corner. And I'm gonna give you guys a full warning. Sometimes our eye shapes are the same shape but different sizes on our eyes. We're not perfectly symmetrical sometimes, so if one eye is a little bit more difficult to work on, it's normal. That's literally how life is, you know. God just made us unsymmetrical. We're not supposed to be symmetrical. That's just how it works, and it's fine. So if one eye is a little bit more difficult, pause the video, take your time in working in it, and then go back, because this side is a lot easier to work on than this side, and at the end of the day, this one looks better than this one. So yeah, we're gonna add that shade in, and then we're gonna use a blending brush to buff it out. What the blending brush does is exactly what it is. It blends out the color so it's not harsh. And you're just gonna blend like this, kind of like you're getting into the crease, and then you're blending out. My bangs are in the way, I'm super sorry. So it's like you're blending in to the crease and out. And it creates like this dark contrast, as you can see. And do the same on this eye. 2. This one's a little bit messed up on my part, but that's okay. I'm going to take time to continue blending and fixing that. So that's that. And to fix the inner corner, we can do this or not. You can just go straight to adding the shimmer, but if you want to fix a little bit of the inner corner, because as you can see, mine are like totally different shapes, you can grab a flat brush and grab that concealer again, or eye primer if you want to use eye primer, and just fix that part and cut the inner crease. So I'm going to grab the blending brush and blend mine a little bit more into the inner, because this side had a lot more color outwards, and I fixed it a little bit right now. We're going to add some concealer, just flattening it now, and then taking this brush, I am going to blend into the concealer so it's not completely harsh. The blending brush is honestly your friend when you need anything, when you need to fix anything. So now we're gonna go back and grab another brush. You can use a flat brush. I'm gonna use a flat brush, but I'm gonna use this brush now. The brushes I use, I don't think they even have a name, so yeah. I just get them for Christmas and stuff, and then I use them, so I don't really know the names. So yeah, but any brand that I use the most, I got some off of Amazon that were actually very good. They are very fluffy, the bristles don't break off, they're smooth, they're great. Other brushes that I used were the e.l.f. brushes. I thought that they were pretty good as well. So if you need help finding good brushes, Amazon, the e.l.f. store, or the e.l.f. cosmetic products are pretty good. I'm gonna go in with this champagne-y color right here, and I'm gonna use that color and go in with it to add a shimmer to the corner crease. And as you can see, that shimmer right there. I'm done with the eyes, and this is the finishing look for anyone beginning to do makeup and they want to do a glam. This is a perfect neutral toned everyday glam look that you can do using the lightest medium to darkest shade in that order, and then doing a little middle crease and adding a shimmer. The middle crease takes practice. Unless you find it easy to do, then do it. If you don't, then you don't have to add the concealer. As you can see, if you just work with the corner and then add the shimmer, that's also fine, but don't forget to blend. Blending is like the #1 thing that you cannot forget to do. Get yourself a blending brush. I lost mine again. Okay, I found it. Get yourself a blending brush. They look like this. Sometimes they're taller, sometimes they're smaller, but get yourself a blending brush. It'll save your life. Even if this is the only brush that you have in your thing and you want to begin with this, great, because as you keep getting brushes, at least you'll have this one in hand at all times. So get yourself the blending brush. It helps, it works amazing. And yeah, to finish this off, I'm going to be adding mascara. I'm not going to be doing a wing or anything because a wing is a very hard step for beginners and it takes a lot of practice. If you already know how to do a wing, then go ahead and do it. But if this is a video for people who are beginning, so I don't want to do a wing and then get you guys freaked out about like, oh my god, I don't know how to do a wing. Don't worry, I'm not going to do a wing. You don't have to do a wing with this. Little mascara and you're good to go. And yeah, as you can see, the look changes once you add mascara. Your lashes are plumper. And yeah, I'm gonna be doing my full face, and then I'll be right back with the finishing look for you guys to see. So I just finished my full face, and this is the look with full face. I'm going to be adding my lipstick now. I'm using the shade, doesn't say the color, that's great. Does it? No. It's from Wet n Wild, and this is the shade Color because it matches a little bit. You don't have to put a colored lipstick. You can always put a lip gloss to finish the look. Bold eyes, simple lips. But I want to add a little bit of color. So this is the completed Beginner's Glam. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that it helped you guys a lot. Remember that some things take a lot of time, and to just keep practicing. You will get better in time. It took me a while to practice. I promise you, if I find photos of me in 2014, my eyeliner was not good. My eyeliner looked like Cleopatra times 10. So yeah, my makeup was just beginning. I was just starting. You're not always going to be perfect in the beginning, but practice makes perfect. So always keep practicing, guys. And if you're having a difficult time keeping up with the video, don't forget that YouTube is YouTube. It has a pause button, a skip button, and a replay button. So play this video as many times as you want to get it correct, and I hope that you guys do this look. And if you do, please send me your images on my Instagram. My Instagram is right here. Send me your photos on Instagram, DM me. I would love to see how you guys tried, or just post them to your stories and tag me. Again, this is my Instagram. I hope to see you guys soon in my next video, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that it helped you a lot. And if you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to know when I'm uploading, don't forget to click the notification bell, because you want to know when this inconsistent person is uploading, okay? So, yeah. Again, I hope you enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Lots of love. Bye.